me, and my Minotaur dad, and my mermaid mom, and my Mermator sister. What up everybody, it's Cthulhu here. I don't know why I read it like that, it felt fitting for the name. What's up everybody, it's Cthulhu here. Welcome to another DnDMemes video. Before we jump into this video, I just want to tell you quickly that I've started to stream on Twitch again. I've been currently going through the GTA 5 campaign because I didn't get to do that yet, somehow. And also, I plan on playing the sequel to Life is Strange after I finish GTA. So yeah, I don't know. Check it out, link below. I stream every now and then, no set schedule, but if you wanna hop on. Alright, that's it. Thank you if you took the time to listen to that, even if you don't go there. Appreciate it. And without any further ado, enjoy the video. Imagine if your dad was a Minotaur and your mom was a mermaid and you got a human half of both, and now you're just some guy. That doesn't seem too bad. You get all the basic advantages of just being a human and not having to deal with stuff, and then you also have a great conversation starter for whenever you need it. Is that how you get variant humans? My friends and I have an ongoing challenge to new people we meet, which is to draw a Minotaur mermaid hybrid, or as we call it, a Mertour. No one has drawn a human yet. I'm not sure if people are either way too creative or way too non-creative if no one drew a normal human yet. Wouldn't the human one be called Minomaid? Family reunions would be awkward, being judged by all his Minotaur siblings. Some would just be manatees. Master plan. I pass one of my players a folded note. She reads it. Her eyebrows raise and her peers heckle her, trying to take the paper from her. She insists it is nothing. The gnome is now cursing. My player curses back. The fighter calls her a traitor and declares an insight check. I allow it. My player attempts a deception check. I allow it. It is a dead tie. The table erupts in hoarse accusations. The note falls to the ground, forgotten. It says, read this, raise your eyebrows, say nothing to the others, and I will give you a +3 longsword. I lean back behind my DM screen and watch the fireworks implode. This is my design. Two of my players were squabbling over 120 gold, which ended in a fistfight that knocked the fighter unconscious. I think this might cause actual homicide. Once, my character encountered an owlbear. Since he can talk to animals, he was having a decent conversation with it, trying to see if it would help us. Well, one player who wasn't paying attention to the game snaps back and asks, so what's going on here? The DM just says, you see a bear in front of the rest of the party. The idiot takes his axe and lands a hit on the bear, causing it to flee. He tries to chase it, but my character grabs his axe and tries to wrestle it away from him, while crying because he hurt an innocent mother bear. We roll. I end up failing to grab his axe, but from that point on, my character hated him. I also hated the player a bit for not paying attention and screwing up the encounter. Kinda thinking, I don't DM, but if I were the DM in that case, I don't think I would have allowed him to do that, or I would have maybe explained, give him more context before allowing him to attack. I don't know, maybe that's too much. Man, the DM should have at least had people roll for initiative to see if you could intercept him before ruining the encounter. Yeah, or maybe that. Maybe stopping him is too much, but making him roll or making people roll to stop him is a better answer to this. Ah yes, DM alignment. Chaotic evil. That's another possibility that I didn't even consider. The DM just loves getting the party thrown into shit situations. That's an option, yeah. Roll yols and characters. If Cthulhu can be summoned by humans who are so far beneath it, why can't humans be summoned by ants? The answer is they should be. Well, if a bunch of ants formed a circle in my house, I'd certainly notice. Try to figure out where they'd all come from, and possibly wreak destruction there. That's why knowing and correctly pronouncing the true name is so important to the ritual. Imagine how impossible it would be to not go take a look if the circle of ants started chanting your name. And they're like, you can't leave because we draw a line made of tiny crystals and now you have to do us a favor. And you're like, let's just see where this goes. Yep, you got me. What's the favor? And usually the favor is like, kill this one ant for us, or give me a pile of sugar. And you're like, okay? And you do, because why not? That isn't hard for you, and boy is this going to be a f***ing story to tell. This f***ing ants chanting your name and wanting a spoonful of sugar or whatever. And sometimes you get asked for things you can't really do. One of them, she's like, I love this ant, but she won't pay any attention to me. Make me important to her. And you're like, how? So you just kill every ant in the colony except the two of them. Ta-da! Problem solved. And the first ant is like, horrified whisper, what have I done? I love everything about this story. I don't know if you guys know, there's a Facebook group of people pretending to be ants. I don't know if this inspired this story in any way or not, but I just wanted to mention that. I don't know what's up with this obsession with ants recently. I'm pretty sure I would still check out a group of ants around a magic circle chanting someone else's name. Yeah, I'd probably check around a group of ants in a circle that are dancing in a circle or whatever they're doing, just making sounds. That's a summoning mishap when someone else answers your call. Behold, the true truth. Drow elves versus Australians. Drow elves live in a place called the Underdark. Australians live in a place down under. Drow elves are exiled from the surface. Australians are exiled by the English. Both Drow elves and Australians are known for dangerous creatures, including big spiders. Conclusion: Drow have Australian accents. That's the only logical conclusion here. Yeah, I agree. Let's go. Every Drow elf has to have an Australian accent from now on. Is it a coincidence that one time while DMing, I made my Drow gunslingers Australian? Probably. Was it the right choice? Absolutely. Extremely important new idea. To be honest, after reading the idea that Drows have to have Australian accent, I don't see what could be more important than that. Instead of rolling dice, buy a copious amount of Chinese fortune cookies. Every time you need to roll, read aloud your fortune and let your dungeon master decide what it means. DM. Eat for initiative. Everyone reaches into a large bowl of fortune cookies in the center of the table. The guy who was way too eager. It says, every flower blooms in its own sweet time. DM. You go last. Me and my Minotaur dad and my mermaid mom and my Mermator sister. I love how this is catching up and becoming an actual meme. Manatee, your manatee sister. It's a manatee, dude. Come on. What the fuck, it looks so weird. The sister. You've got to play the long game. Sketching art of your character for free. Having your buddy who draw your character for $25. Commissioning an artist to make a professional art of your character for $200. Moving to LA, working for years to build a voice acting career, eventually guest play on Critical Role, and getting free art of your character for the rest of your life. Big brain, you have to think in advance, alright? This is some next level shit that barbarians can pull off. All roads lead to the plot. DM. I don't run a full sandbox, but there are multiple paths you can choose. If you go left, it's 504 to Elblag, and if you go right, it's 503 to Elblag. It's not the same path, alright? You get to choose. This is like as much choice as you have in Telltale games, isn't it? Who's the DM now? Your party enters the tavern. I gather everyone around the table. I have the elves start whittling dice and get out some parchment for character sheets. Hey, no recursing. You have to admit, it's a pretty good method of taking over as DM. Revenge characters are the best. Big bad evil guy. Monologue about money and power. Chaotic neutral character. I don't give a fuck about all that. You fucked up when you hurt my rabbit. So now you die. The big bad cut off my best friend's hand and sent it to me. I had it gilded. I plan on beating the bastard to death with the hand when I finally catch up to him. This is inspiring. This is actually inspiring. You could make a character whose main thing is that whenever something dear to him is killed by, I don't know, some enemy that he will get to fight another time again and probably defeat, just gilds the thing and uses it to beat the bad guy next time. It could actually make for an interesting character, I think. Truly the best excuse in history. Party is carrying a leather bag with a dead body inside. Guards, what do you have in the bag? Barbarian. Rolls deception 2. Barbarian. Stuff? Guards. Roll insight 1. Understandable, have a great day. I said strawberry jam. Unfortunately, they wanted to taste it. Did it taste good? Well, the druid said it was good after he mutilated the body in animal form. I don't know about the guard, cause he didn't live long enough to answer the question. Alright then. Oh my god, there's a dog in my yard. This is the best day ever. Hello, fuzzy baby friend. Not a dog. Not a dog. Bear. Abort, abort, abort. Rolling a 1 on a perception check. That's the best example of a real life perception check I've seen. Guy I taught to GM. proudly tells me about their last game that turned into some r/RPG horror stories shit, and how he doesn't get why the female PC left. Me. You have disrespected me, my teachings, and my entire culture. Okay, I don't want to sound mean, but if you're the teacher, maybe you had something to do with the guy going on the wrong path, I'm just saying. Cuisine-based world building. Why do goblins have to eat trash? Why can Goblin cuisine simply have a strong emphasis on fermentation and controlled spoilage? Like, fermentation stinks to high heaven and you typically hide it away in dark and cool places. It fits lore. Those are 2 words, but it's actually 1 word. Okay, it fits lore-wise for a creature that lives in a cave and is described as unclean. Anyway, this has been food for thought. Concept. A setting where every race has a different preferred method of food preservation, and each of them is pretty sure that everyone else is ruining their food. Goblinoids are masters of fermented foods. Elves make exquisite sun-dried fruits and jerkies. Dwarf cities have enchanted walk-in freezers hewn from living stone. Gnomes can pickle anything, and orcish smokehouses are legendary. Humans and halflings don't have their own signature food preservation methods, but are notable for being willing to eat everyone else's trail rations. Is that an insult to humans? Goblins have an exquisite mushroom cuisine. A single package of genuine, goblin-grown shelf mushrooms can be worth more than gold in some regions. Okay, yes to all of this, but consider fusion cuisine. Some adventurous gnome starts using elf-dried berries and herbs in their pickling vat. Some curious orc discovers what happens when you smoke goblin fermented fish. An elf defies all tradition and starts adding both orcish curing seasonings and goblin-made vinegar to their jerky. A couple of dwarfs and halflings working together accidentally invents ice cream, and nobody knows how. Can I have a campaign like this? Can I play in a world where everything is based around everything written here? Please? This is awesome, dude. Actually amazing group effort, guys. What? We're doing some comment review? Okay. Thank you for pointing out that Crusader Kings 2 doesn't make you a bad person, it makes you realize you're a bad person. Yeah, okay, fair point. Also, I saw quite a couple of comments that said that Crusader Kings or making a Crusader Kings video would be nice or that they would enjoy it. So probably that's gonna be next week. I don't know if it's gonna replace DnDMemes or if I'll edit it myself as a bonus video. But yeah, either way it's happening, I guess. This guy made a list. Awesome job, dude. August Games made a list with all the manuals so far. So we have the Waifu Catalog, which is the monster manual. We have Volo's Guide to Monster Girls, which is Guide to Monsters. We have Mordekaisen's Tome of Foes, which is Tome of Foes. And we also have the Xanatar's Guide to Everyone, which is actually Xanatar's Guide to Everything. Nice. This is pretty solid. If you guys have ideas for more things to add to this list that you think would fit, leave them in the comments below and I'll make sure to go through them for the next episode of DnDMemes. Alright, that was it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you did and subscribe for more if you haven't already. Also, big thank you to everyone supporting the channel on Patreon. It really helps out and appreciate it a lot. Links below if you want to check that out, as well as links to the Discord server, the subreddit and other social media. And yeah, that's it. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you next time. Have a great day, bye!